Hey everyone, Chef Anthony here with Don's Appliances. Today we're gonna learn how to clean your professional grill, kind of go over it. And the big difference between the professional grill and your normal grill is, these ceramic stones right here and this infrared heat right here. So think about that. This just requires a little different cleaning, and also you have your infrared on the top too. So we really don't wanna mess with the infrareds. They kind of burn off themselves. Anytime we wire that or brush that, we chance the damage of cracking that ceramic, especially with the stones here. So we're gonna unscrew the stones and really take them out. We're not gonna submerge them in water. We're just gonna brush them clean, because if we submerge a porous stone in water, it's really, when we go to heat it up, it's gonna be a problem. Here's a couple of the tools though. You need a clean grill brush. Make sure that you get a new one now. Even a wire brush like this, a nice scraper, screwdriver to unscrew that. We have a blade here, and then a new stainless sponge that we'll kind of get rid of. I use it one time and go because I don't like stainless pieces. So, think about a heavy seasoned grill like this. It's really gonna be, all the cake on, all the whole season stuff. And we're gonna make sure, we get this clean with the proper stuff. So we're gonna jump right into the next pot, right? So what you want to do first is we want to get the heavy off all this grill, okay? We want to see about, using our scraper, using our brush to really get all the loose items. And, make sure your grill, this isn't, some people want to preheat this to get some of the grease and things off. We got to do it nice and cold. Make sure it's cold, make sure we don't have any heat on, In this one, make sure the gas is off is another key point on this, is a safety feature. I know we shut the gas off prior to this, so make sure your gas is off. If you have a tank, remove the tank completely, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna shovel this all in, and then we're gonna scrape it out of the bottom. So the bottom's gonna get dirty too. So see this, just take off some of that quick buildup. Reach over here, we'll grab this wire brush and really see, just kind of pre-treating some of this stuff. And this is everybody's grill, at the end of season or, mid-season, depending on how much you use your grill. I mean, I use mine a lot. So we're gonna take that. And then really, everybody worries about the front, but really where the back is, all the grease lays. Look at this, you know what I mean? That is where all the heavy stuff wraps. And see how hard that is? That's not grease, that's just the final crud, at the end. So really even scrape that off, and then we'll wire this one more time, just to bead this all off. Scrape this side too right here. And these are all stainless grates, and that's a really good point too. If you have a different cast grate, look in your manual and make sure, because sometimes, you can't really use these harsh scrapers on the coated grates that you use, or an aftermarket grate you might have bought. The stainless, they're all gonna be, that regular grade stainless that really holds up, so. So that's scraped and good. We're gonna get this into our water bin. So we mixed it 50-50 hot and cold water, just to bring it up in temp. We're gonna submerge it now, and we're gonna add cleaner once we get them all in, okay? So same process here. Scrape it first. Get all the heavy, get in that corner right there, see this? This is a common occurrence on this. We call that the sweet spot, the spot you use the most. And this one's gonna go in a soak as well. Already looking better, huh? We have just a normal Rubbermaid bin. We have 50-50 hot water and regular water. So about a gallon of each, nice in here. And we have our grill grates here, we scraped them, and now they're just sitting in this hot water. To this, we're gonna add dryer sheets. So we'll mix these dryer sheets around. We're gonna add a little bit of Dawn dish soap, okay? Just like that, and we can, swish it around a little bit. Doesn't need to be super sudsy, just needs to activate with that warm water. And we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of this little grease cutter. So just put a little bit of grease cutter in there, just for the outdoor. The outdoors really, from the indoor grill grates, they kind of, have a little more grease and have a little more outdoor flair. So this is gonna sit, let's say 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how, deep and soiled they are. And then we're gonna, at the end, we're probably gonna take them off and we're just gonna brush them down and get them nice and clean. So again, dryer sheets, dish soap, and a little bit of grease cutter. So that's it. Hang tight for a little bit. All right, next step on this one, we're gonna clean this with a brush, expose our screws right here. Kind of clean this off and remove this out. So what we wanna do is we wanna unscrew these, okay? Get these trays out because we want all of this to soak because you never know what's gonna be underneath here, Because especially grease, things like that. So these will all get unscrewed. And we're really gonna try and keep all these stones out because we're gonna, we don't want to submerge in water. We want to get all those loose, pull those stones out. Real good with a screwdriver. Can we get the electric jam?
My dad has it. I don't trust you with it either.
Ain't that the truth? I'll go with one. Yeah. And these, we're going to soak these too, just to get all the stuff off them because there's grease on these too, All right, next step here, we unscrewed all the brackets. So I'm just gonna take these off, put these out here. They're gonna soak, and then we're gonna take all of our briquettes out. Look at what they originally look like. So, they take a time. Now's the time to look at them. I mean, this is a pretty new grill, and these are in good tactic. So over season, these are gonna crack and break. And now, is the best time. If you see any of them that are crack and break, now's the time. Get your model number, serial number, and kind of order new ones. These can be replaced, okay? These, really good condition. So, you see this is probably first, second season. We're gonna put these in a pan, put them off to the side. Once again, we don't want them submerged in water. We're gonna brush these out separately just to make sure, because this is really where all the grease and everything lays. Everything we're cooking, grease lays on this, and for the Pro Grills, they're the flavorizers. So that stone heats up, it's porous, the grease or whatever hits it and really brings it back up, flavorizes it, and these help regulate heat as well. So these little stones will help regulate the heat from the wind and items like that, if you're wondering why you have them. So we'll take all these out, all right? Look at that. Perfect, like we took all the stones out. Look at the amount of ash and just, debris to cook off on there. We'll hit that real quick. Hit it with a brush, get all the loose stuff right off. Get the back too, and the sides. See that? Sides, a lot of it gets there. So look at that, and now this is gonna go right in the water with our grates. We're gonna let that one soak too, okay? Kind of get all that working off. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna brush these, kind of get the heavy off as well. Brush every one of these. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the other one, and then we're gonna let those soak as well. So they're gonna sit right in here, and we'll get to work. We got all the grates removed. We're really gonna start scraping some of the heavy stuff on the inside and brush it, really get all of this, and we're gonna actually put this to one area depending on your grill's make and model. Here's the drip tray right here that slides out. We're gonna clean this as well. And, this model, this will be unscrewed to remove. Here we're just gonna scrape it all and kind of get that heavy stuff and chop back it up. So we're gonna start from the top, really work our way down, scraping and using our grill brush to kind of get all the pieces we can, just like this. See how nice that's all gonna come off. And really, look at that right here. That's all grease. So, you think about that. That's gonna need scraped up, and we're gonna work it off with some hot water and a scrubby. So we're just gonna scrape, really try and get all that excess off, and then bring it out and chop back it through, okay? Another quick tip, not make a mess and really control the mess. Use some compressed air. You can actually go like this. See how you can get kind of everything clean and move some stuff around. Look at that. So you can move some stuff around, especially in the tight spots where you can't get your hand, like corners and things like that. So another spot on the Pro Grill, we're talking about the burners, and right here, depending on this make and model, your ports are right here. So you see the little holes right here? And that's really the ports, you know, where the gas comes out and the even flame extracts. So what I'm gonna do is, I just wanna get under there with a brush and make sure I brush this. Even if this one's not removed, we're not removing this today, but just to make sure there's no buildup under here and make sure that the ports are clean so we can get proper gas and airflow. This is a huge piece to do. I mean, this is a pretty new grill, and like I said, it's pretty clean under here. The older grills over time, you know, that grease is really gonna sit down here and it's really gonna collect underneath these ports. And that's really where you get uneven heat distribution. So this is a must to check on your grill. So I'm gonna scrub away. All right, next step, we scraped everything down, really just scrubbed it. Now we're gonna use the shop vac and kind of get all the loose char and ash. If you see over here, right here, so I kind of put it into a big pile. It's kind of easier to suck up that way so you don't really get your patio dirty or, you know, kind of get it anywhere. So brace yourselves, and here comes the shop vac. Yeah, and so we'll take this out like this. It really catches all of our stuff. We're gonna remove this out here. We're gonna scrape this and just hit it with some cleaner, okay? Nice and easy. Just wipe it down, get all the excess off. We're gonna take it over and we're just gonna get all this grease off of it, okay? We could, if this isn't really that bad, wow, for ones that have more caked on, we really wanna get it soaked. This one we're just gonna wipe and put back, okay? Next on the list, we're gonna use a little Barkeeper's Friend, the soft one. This isn't the powder, this is the liquid. We're really gonna put it here on the stainless to kind of get some of that heavy grease off, kind of get that pro look and that shiny, brand new. This is on the outside, so we don't have to really worry about this on the inside. We're using a magic eraser though to kind of help it out. So we'll just put a little dollop on here, I guess to say. If I can open it up, probably didn't open it up right. It's right there, little dollop, huh? There you go. All right, we're just gonna mix this in and go all the way down. And the huge piece that we're doing here is we're going with the stainless. So think about that whenever we're doing this, stainless goes left to right. And this is really gonna eat up some of this grease and really get us a clean front of our grill. And if you never worked with Barkeeper's Friend or any of these cleaners like that, make sure you read the label, check out the directions on this. This we really just work in and we're gonna let it powder up and wipe off with a paper towel, so. Okay, we got our stuff soaking. Now we're just gonna really kind of get that heavy excess off it, you know, see how good that's done. Submerge it in this liquid, really get our stainless scrubby, kind of get the edges, see if there's any big chunks that came off. And look how nice and easy this comes off. It's coming off pretty good. Like. All right, so we're gonna take these grates out, really get a nice scrub on these, kind of get all that excess off, and put these back on the grill. Look at that stainless coming through. Look at that. That all ate away. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, finishing up, we put the grates back. Everything looks nice and clean. The only thing I suggest is let's give it some time to let it dry out before we fire it up. Okay, the only other option that I would use is a water-based stainless steel cleaner, like the one we offer. Water-based really helps out, especially out here in the grill. Keep your stainless nice and clean, but you know, the grease and everything really bonds off to it. That's really what I would finish the outer with, but the interior, clean and ready to go for another grilling season.